We're going to build out a new project for forklift detection. We're going to use the Ultralytics platform, no code at all. We have a forklift dataset where we want to detect person and also a forklift, so we can have like camera, CCTV camera monitoring, for example, a warehouse, and then we can detect if people are getting too close to the forklift driving, all these different types of situations and business logic that can be built on top of it. So let's just jump straight into our Ultralytics platform, and I'm going to walk you through all the steps, how we can take the data set, train it. We're going to take a look at the evaluation results. Once it's done training, we have around 11,000 images, as we can see in our training set. Have almost 14,000 images in total, but we also have 3,000 images for validation to make sure that our model generalizes well. Then once our model is done training and we're satisfied with the results, we can run a few predictions on the platform. Once we sure that we have a good model, we can then export into any of the optimized frameworks that we can usually do with the Ultralytics framework, and we can just download the model locally, use it for our edge inference. So I'm going to show you how we can set it up in our code once it's done training on the platform. All we have to do is just grab the datasets. You can even handle the annotations in here. We can see we have the two classes. We have a lot of people that we want to detect, and we also have 8,300 annotations of forklifts. So this is pretty cool. You can go in and see some of the examples. So for example, here we have a forklift detection. So we want to detect this forklift. This forklift is pretty much just all different types of forklift on public available images. You can see charts of your data distributions and all these things. Let's now just go in and train a model. You can choose any of the YOLO models directly from the platform. Let's just go with 50 epochs. That should be more than fine. And you can choose what GPU you want to train on, the estimated cost, and also the estimated time it will take. Let's just go with a bit beefier one here so it will train faster. All we have to do is just hit start training. The batch size is automatically going to handle that. The image size, we're just going to go with standard. You can use local training, but we don't have to set up any environment here. We just hit start training. It's gonna take around like maybe 20-30 minutes here. This is a larger GPU. You can take some of the cheaper ones, and usually like if you just have a few thousand images, it's gonna cost you like 20 cents to train the model on the Ultralytics platform, so you pretty much don't get that cheaper anywhere else. So now it's starting the training. The training is in progress. You can track the performance, all the metrics live while it's training, and then once it's done, you can look at the evaluations directly in here, try out a few examples before you export and start building with your model. So just go grab a coffee, let it train here. Once it's done, we'll come back and take a look at the results. So our model is now done training for forklift detection. It took around 24 minutes and $1.2. So we could probably make this a bit cheaper, but it will just have taken longer. This is pretty much just, you can go grab a coffee and you will come back and you have a model ready to go. So what we can do is to go in and just make a prediction. So for example, this one, we're going to run our inference and we get our forklift detection. So this is pretty cool. Again, we can see the inference speed on the right side with just our deployed model that we have trained. You can see the API documentation. If you want to send just a request to it, get the response back with the results, you can export it with the optimized frameworks in here, and you can also deploy it on a CPU. So you can deploy it directly on the platform. You will just send a request and get a response back, but this one here we want to try deploy on the edge, so we can have like running on a CCTV camera, detecting if someone is walking out in front of a forklift, for example, and building this business logic on top of it. So what we're going to do is download the PyTorch model in the top right corner. It's going to download to our computer. So what we can do now is that I have opened up my code editor. We have a forklift YOLO26 nano model right there, and we just need to import that. We have two videos that we're going to run through, and all we have to do is just load the model and run our prediction on the video itself. We want to save the results and also show the results in here, and you can specify the confidence score. So all we have to do is just run our Python script. So forklift-detector.py. There we go. It's going to run with the first video, and then we can run the second video after. So we have a forklift detection. We're pretty much just detecting it in a warehouse. We get a few person detections here as well. You can train it on even more persons, but also just like people driving the forklift itself. So these people are far away from the forklift. We don't really care about the forklift driver. He's supposed to be within the forklift. So we can see it's running here just on my CPU around 20 milliseconds. So that's like 50 frames per second. Even some of them is a bit faster. So this is pretty cool. You can go inside the prediction folder, and now you will get your output prediction with the forklift detections. So this is pretty cool. Again, we can just run this second video through, and this is how easy it is to just use the trained models that you have done with the Ultralytics platform. With one of the video stream, you can just have an RTBS stream in here, and it's going to run on your warehouse camera. So we have our forklift detections. We have around 15 milliseconds again, so well over like 60 frames per second, 70 frames per second, just on a CPU with the YOLO26 model without any optimizations in the optimized frameworks. This is just with the PT model, but now we can start build this business logic on top of it, extract the results. So you would just go in, have your results. You can print the results, you can have an AI model just go through and extract all the results and build the business logic that you want on top of it. So once this second prediction run here is done, you will have the Forklift 2 model. We can see we have 1300 frames that we need to run through, around 18 milliseconds inference. So let's just wait a second here and we will have our final output model. There we go, and it's saved into our predict 2. And now we have all our detections. So it's 25 seconds of video of this forklift driver driving around, stacking some things on top of each other. This is how we can use the Ultralytics platform to train our own custom model, run a few predictions, see the results on the platform itself, export it, and use it in our own custom Python script that we can integrate into our projects and applications. Hope you learned a ton. Definitely go and check it out. It's just a few lines, a few clicks with the Ultralytics. That's all about the dataset, the use case, and providing value with the business logic on top of it. Hope you learned a ton. Hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy building.